Hey guys, this is my first hair tutorial. I found this video in my phone from almost a year ago and I never did anything with it. So let's just get started. This is me trying to figure out how a shower works. And yeah, I got it. So I just start off with, wetting my hair and just especially when it's straight, trying to get as much water in as I can. Give it a little juice. Sometimes I'll use apple cider vinegar if my hair feels super dry, but if not, I'll just go straight into the shampooing. Dang, I probably should have sped this up. This is kind of slow. Well, last year I was still using Diva Curl, but I stopped using it as much because I saw all this crazy stuff on the internet about how people were losing their hair and all this stuff. But luckily, my hair's still intact. I didn't lose any, but I'm still on the search for a new shampoo. But this is what I was using at the time. So normally when I shampoo, I'll just focus on my scalp, scrub it real good, get it nice and clean, give myself a nice little head massage, and only focus on the scalp and just kind of let the rest run down my hair. Usually use a lukewarm to cool water when I'm shampooing. I don't know if it's for any reason in particular. It's just a preference. So it depends on how dirty really my hair is. Sometimes I'll shampoo it once, sometimes I'll shampoo it twice. Oh, what's going on the curtain there? So yeah, just scrub it real good. Oh, I guess it's a 2-day shampoo. And just make sure you got to get the back of that head. Scrub it real good, nice and clean, so them curls will be poppington, okay? Focus on that scalp. Just, enjoy that moment. And, rinse it all out. Rinse it out real good, because sometimes, when you're in a rush, you leave a big old clump of shampoo in it, and your hair feels weird after. So just make sure you really rinse it out. Take your time. This is so strange. I've never, watched myself in the shower before. And now I'm sharing it with the whole internet. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for still being here. So after you shampoo, obviously you move into conditioner. I was using Diva Curl One Condition as well. And I used to get it on Amazon because I could find it cheaper. And for some reason, the quality just seemed better than in the drugstore. And I would just fill my whole damn palm with conditioner. That's what I do anytime I condition my hair. Just fill your whole damn palm with conditioner. And just start from the scalp down and focus on the ends, raking it through and scrunching it up. If you can get your fingers through. Sometimes my hair, she fights back. She's moody. I don't know about your hair, but my hair, she has different moods every day. I never know, how she's going to act or react to whatever I do. But today seemed like it was a good day for her. And she let me rake through and scrunch. And you really want to make sure you lather that conditioner in real well. And, just make sure you get the ends real good. Sometimes for me, my ends, they, get kind of straight, so I like to scrunch them up real good. So I get that nice little bouncy, cute little look when it's all said and done. And sometimes during the summertime, because it's super dry and hot, I'll leave a little more conditioner in my hair than usual. But you have to be careful because if you leave too much in, your curls won't be as voluminous as you would like them to be. And I think that's what happened in this video. I think I used too much conditioner. Oh, see, yep. I need all that conditioner. But it's fine, do what you feel. You learn. You live and you learn. But yeah, just focus more so on the stalks of the hair strand. I'm not sure if that's the proper term, and the ends. I think sometimes when I put my conditioner in my scalp, it just gets a little too I don't know, gross. So, anywho, I like to dry my hair with a t-shirt and just rake it out, play with it a little bit, see how you want it to fall. And then I like to separate my hair into sections before I start putting the product in. And I usually do about like 4 or 5 sections starting with the back. Once you're all detangled, you're going to put in your leave-in conditioner. I usually like to use a spray-in. I got this one because I always buy random products, and it works pretty good for the most part. And you're just going to want to spray it through and just rake it into your hair. Then I use this moisturizer by As I Am. And I just take a big old clump and I rake it through my hair, scrunching it in too. Getting them ends because my ends get straight through the day and dry, so I like to moisturize them a lot. And then my hairdresser told me to use a little black castor oil after you put in your cream, and just get that in towards the roots and then rake it down through your hair, scrunch it, and then you wrap it up with this whip. And I usually don't use Cantu, but again, don't do this when you're naked. I usually don't use Cantu, but my hairdresser recommended it to me, and it's a really nice finishing product. And once I have all the product in my hair, I just take sections and I wrap it up into kind of like a pin curl, and I just let it set that way so I can get the rest of the sections of my hair. Like I said, I do like 3 sections in the back, and just scrunch it, twirl it, pin it, and then you can get to the top of your head. This is where it really gets tricky because sometimes, depending on the mood of your hair, it doesn't really do what you want it to do. So I like to brush it down in front of my face. In my mind, it creates more volume. I don't know how true that is, but it works for me. So you kind of just shake it, separate it, do the same process, same products, do the spray in leave-in conditioner. I skipped the the curl cream part, the moisturizer, but get that black castor oil in. This is supposed to help with hair strength and growth, and it's light enough, it doesn't weigh my hair down. And yeah, there I go. Put in the curl cream, the moisturizer, rake it in. Make sure you don't get like globs of it stuck in your hair. Get them edges because you know they need them to be real moisturized. And just finish it up with the whip, the Cantu whip. And just shake it in, scrunch it up, get it looking real good and moisturized. Whew, this video is long as hell. But then you're going to section the top of your hair. Same process. I like to do 1 towards the back and then 2 in the front. Twirl it, scrunch it, pin it. And then once you get your top pinned, this is when I like to go in with the diffuser and the dryer and just crunch the diffuser on top of all of these like pin curls, I guess. I don't know what they're called. These little knots that you get on your head. And just I like to use cool air. My hair doesn't really react well to hot or warm. So I put the setting on cool and on high. And I just let it sit there for a little bit. This part honestly takes the longest, probably like 45 minutes for me because my hair is so thick. And that's one thing that just drives me crazy. I don't really like to just let it air dry unless it's super, super hot out in the day because my hair just won't dry throughout the day. It'll still be wet like 4 or 5 hours later. So I just sit with it, holding it for maybe 10 seconds on each section and rotating it around my head. You know, just contemplate the existence of life and dance a little, think some more. But yeah, this takes the longest, and I feel like they don't really show you how long it takes in videos sometimes. But I just get so bored. One thing I did end up getting that I end up starting using since I made this video is like my helmet that I just put over my head. So I'll do another video with that. But that helps a lot because then I can just do my makeup while I'm diffusing and drying my hair because, you know, your arm starts hurting after holding this damn thing this whole time. And then I always just get impatient, so I don't dry it all the way through, and then my hair ends up being flat anyway. But that's something I'm working on. So this is definitely one of those days I did not have the patience for it to be all the way dry, but you should get it to like 90% dry before you take the pins out. And just like rustle your hair a little bit and then go back through with the diffuser and scrunch your hair with the diffuser. You can like do it at different angles. So you put all your hair in front of your face and scrunch it up, scrunch it on the sides, get the back of your head, scrunch it up real good. I like to pick up the hair and kind of rotate or wiggle the diffuser back and forth, because in my head that creates more volume. It really works more when you have the patience to sit there and dry it more, especially if you have thick hair. But yeah, this process works really well for me. You really just want to get those roots dry, create volume. The rest of your hair, if it's not all the way dry, it can dry during the day. That's why I say 90% dry. But really just focus on the roots when you're diffusing. And then once you're done diffusing and getting those roots dry, just shake your head back and forth, up and down. It's another way to help create volume. But again, make sure your hair is actually dry, because it's just going to look flat if you don't. Someone was feeling themselves. Also, I always feel like when you go from straight to curly, it's really hard to get your curls all the way back to normal. So this is my hair about 80% dry, which is crazy because I diffused it for so long. Generally, what I'll do after I take it out of the pins is I'll go get dressed and I'll come back and diffuse it some more, just to get it as dry as possible, to get the shape that I want. And then I'll start scrunching it from there. And you just keep scrunching it and scrunching it and scrunching it. My hair is the type of hair that if you just keep scrunching it through the day, it will, react positively to it. And then once I'm done scrunching it, I'll go through it with a pick. I keep the pick close to my scalp, or take it about an inch away from my scalp and keep it as close to the root as possible. And you start like in the back of your head, move to the middle of your head. Depending on how you like the front, you can pick the front too, but you just keep picking it to get that desired shape that you want. It helps create a nice circular or like heart shape, especially with the cut that I have right now. Well, in this video. And yeah, keep that pick on you all day, just in case your hair gets flat. I know at least like in California, it's not as humid. But when I'm back on the East Coast, honey, I don't need a pick. That humidity. So once your hair is pretty much dry and you've diffused it and you've picked it and you've kind of got the shape that you want, I like to go in with this gel and I'll just put down my baby hairs, not too much, because, I'm grown. I probably should not still be doing baby hairs, but I just think they're so cute and I've just had them my whole life. It's more of like a sentimental thing at this point. Damn, look at them eyes. So all I do for my baby hairs is I put the gel in my hair and then I put my finger down to help create the swoop of and the shape that I want for my baby hair. And then just use it with the brush. I get that right at the hair store. It's like $1. So yeah, once you finish your baby hairs, that's pretty much it. Just kind of like play with it, tassel it how you want it to get. I get kind of oily during the summer, so I love these things. One of my best friends put me onto it, and it just helps like get all the oil off of your face in the summertime. It's so grody. But yeah. Get your nose, get your T-zone, because that is not cute. Well, so this is pretty much it. I tried to do slow-mo, but I don't really know how to do that shit. And this is how it came out. But yeah, moral of the story is make sure your hair is dry. Don't be impatient. Keep on scrunching, girl, and enjoy them curls, baby.